Welcome to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well. It is Monday morning and we've got dramatic transfer news coming your way. Yes, we've got lots and lots of transfer news, all to do with Man United. Man United are busy. There's lots of rumours, reports about Man United possibly even walking away from Brentford and the Mbeumo deal. Could this be on the cards? Could United have the balls to walk away if they're getting their pants pulled down? This would be the very first time I've heard that Man United walking away from a deal when they're getting their pants pulled down. We know Man United get their pants pulled down left, right and centre and always end up paying for players. But yesterday we heard Chelsea signing João Pedro. Literally within around 24 hours from start to finish, they did the deal. And United are there for weeks trying to negotiate with a player who's worth more or less the same or a bit more. Look, we've got huge transfer news coming your way. We've got news on Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford and lots more, so make sure you stick around, make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're not already a subscriber to the Man United stream channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you can become part of a Man United community that's growing fast and rapidly by the day. Okay, so let's not waste any further time, let's jump straight into this show, and it's of course about Bryan Mbeumo. This guy has made it clear he wants to come to United, he doesn't want to go anywhere else, and Man United have been locked into negotiations with Brentford for over 2 weeks now. 2 weeks trying to negotiate this. Brentford made it very clear to Man United weeks ago what they were looking for in terms of valuation for the player. And he is worth what they're asking for. Let's be honest, if you look around and see the market and what you're getting for what you're paying, Bryan Mbeumo is cheap for what we're paying. But the problem is United get done over left, right and centre. The problem is United are just going to hang around until the price increases further and further and further. And then they'll be desperate to sign him because they've invested so much time and effort into him. United need to make a call. Sign him in the next day or two or move on to somebody else. This is what they do to us each time. Us Man United fans suffer as a result of the whole way Man United and their team of negotiators do these transfers. Yesterday we heard the news João Pedro was signed by Chelsea. Now Chelsea showed interest in João Pedro 24 hours before. They started up negotiations 24 hours before, and then boom, Sunday it's done, dusted. They've announced that they've signed him, João Pedro, for about 60 million, I think it was, just under 60 mil. That's insane. That's what United need to be doing. Why can they not do that? Now, we're getting some reports that Man United have already walked away from this deal. Not sure if them are true, but United must be thinking about it. Must be thinking hard. Do we carry on negotiating with Brentford or do we pivot and go elsewhere and look for another player? It's a hard choice. Look, I'm not going to say that it's easy to walk away, but United need to understand that if a club is changing the goalposts, keeps on increasing the price and is not coming to the table negotiating properly, then they need to walk away. But we could also have it the other way around. Man United could be the ones who are just literally dragging their feet, not wanting to pay what Brentford are asking. So it's a really tricky situation. I'm hoping that we do not fumble this. If we fumble this one, we're going to be shafted. Seriously, in the transfer window, no one's going to trust us. Not any player who's obviously made it vocal that he wants to join United. So can you imagine what position Bryan Mbeumo is left in if United cannot stump up the cash for him? Absolutely ridiculous. But I'm sure we're going to hear more of this transfer in the next couple of hours, the next day or so. It's going to become more clear what the hell is going on. Now, the biggest problem United have got, obviously, is sales. Now, there's been talk of Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford leaving. The Jadon Sancho deal looks like it's progressing. It looks like it's going to be Juventus. Napoli seem to have gone cold, and Fenerbahce have definitely pulled out of the race. Now, in case of Marcus Rashford, he wants to join Barcelona, but Barcelona are not showing much interest in him at the moment, and even if they were to look at him, it would be a loan move, something that Man United really do not want right now. United want to sell the guy, and I don't blame them. We need the money, and why not sell him? Being a loan move does not suit us at all. Let's see what comes of Marcus Rashford. Another player that is causing a lot of drama this summer transfer window is Victor Jones. Gyökeres and Sporting. What the hell is going on there? We need to just move away from that because this looks like a complete shit show. Complete shit show. The president of Sporting has come out complaining about Gyökeres, warning everybody that he will not be selling Gyökeres for less than 100 mil. What? What is that all about? And then Man United still sniffing around. Gyökeres made it clear he doesn't want to play for a club that doesn't offer him Champions League, but yet will join Man United. What is going on? United need to wake up, smell the coffee. We need to move on these players. If there's no interest, do not wait around until the end of the summer transfer window. Let's just look for other strikers right now. Even someone like Mateta would do, in my opinion. Let's just go and get a backup striker. Then at least when we're negotiating with the other club like Sporting, at least we can say, well, look, we're not desperate. Right now, all the clubs that are selling to United or even buying from United know United are desperate to sell players, to buy players, and it just puts them in a very difficult position. So I'm hoping that United can sort their crap out, go and bring in a few players, backup players, to show that you're not desperate to go out there and sign a Gyökeres or a Mbeumo. That's what the problem is. United are going to the negotiation table and they look desperate, they behave desperate, and the other teams and clubs, of course they're going to do that. Of course other clubs are going to look at United and think, well, we can charge them a bit more because these guys are desperate. I'm hoping it all gets sorted. Of course, we're going to bring you lots more updates on transfers and more. Once we arrive in July, it's going to be crazy. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe. You're watching the Man United Stream channel by the fans for the fans.